Here are 8 professional ways how to speak well on camera. Let's get with the first one. Enunciation. How you pronounce words. When people try to speak in front of a lot of people or in front of camera, what ends up happening is that they get nervous, and that's fine. You could also be excited, nervous, whatever the case is, but you will feel some emotion which you don't usually feel because you will be put under stress. Most people either use a lot of filler words or are way too excessively, or what they do is that they begin to speak faster than usual, or they do a combination of both. But the way you can cure that problem, one of the ways, is to try to enunciate words clearly. Every single word which comes out of your mouth, try to enunciate it clearly. And this is how you actually focus in the present moment, because your whole focus is not what other people think about you. Do they see you? How do you come across when you speak? Do you speak well? How is your voice? No, your whole focus is to pronounce the next word clearly. Second step is to hydrate yourself. It may seem a small thing, but it makes a huge difference. There are so many benefits of drinking enough water, and to speaking, it also has many benefits. It lubricates your throat, you're more cognitive, you think faster, you're not tired. Always remember, hydrate yourself and hydrate yourself throughout the day, and this is how you will be prepared when the time comes to speak. Third is belief. You have to tell yourself, and when the opportunity comes, tell other people that you speak well, because if you say anything but that you believe that you speak well, you're not going to speak well. You will just limit yourself. I believed I could speak well on camera, and that's why I've progressed a lot. Always think and believe that you can get better. I'm the person who speaks well. Even if you don't speak well now, just by believing it, when you speak, you will speak better. You will perform on a higher level, only because you believe you speak well. Fourth, pauses. This is about filler words. So, the easiest way to remove filler words, we know that this is pauses. And I will give you one addition to that, one additional bonus, which is don't open your mouth before you're ready to speak. I cannot use filler words now just because my mouth is closed. When people use filler words, their mouth is opened and they produce sound, unnecessary sound. Don't do that. Train yourself. How to train yourself? By watching the video back and noticing when you do that, and try consciously to eliminate that, but we will talk about it later in the video. Pauses are literally just keeping your mouth closed. Feel natural when you use pauses. If you're in the moment and you speak fast, you pronounce the words clearly, let's go, do it, but it will not be 100% of the time. Sometimes, small percentage, you can speak very fast, that's fine. But sometimes, when you're uncertain what to say, use a pause. You can literally use the 20-second pause if you need to. I will not do that now, but it's not uncomfortable for your listener when you use a pause, but it's uncomfortable for your listener to say and to be uncertain. This is what uncertainty sounds to your listener. Eye contact. This is number 5. Why eye contact is important? Because people want to know that you're interested in the topic, because people want to connect with you. The fastest way to connect with someone is to use correct eye contact. Look at them most of the time. You don't have to be gazing at them too much, but use confident eye contact. This is small, no, this is huge, but a lot of people miss it. It's easy to say it, it's very, very simple, but again, a lot of people miss this, and you're losing on the eye contact. I'm not, so correct yourself next time you speak. 6. 95% of people mistake this one, and this is energy. You should always produce high volumes of energy when you speak. Speak a little bit louder, be more energetic, move your arms, use some body language, natural body language. You know what to do with your hands, you know what to do with your eyes, the eye contact. Be more alive, because you don't look passionate. You always want to look passionate. We can talk about the most boring topic on the planet. We can talk about environment or some statistics. We can talk about some boring subject on history. I don't care what it is. I will be energetic. This is huge. Always try to correct yourself and use more energy. Feedback. This is what I referred to earlier, that we will talk about now. Always watch your videos back. Non-negotiable. You must watch your videos. That's fine if you miss a little bit of videos, but you should watch your videos. And the reason for that is it's impossible to improve on a really good level in speaking if you're not watching yourself, listening also to yourself carefully. Not half listening and half watching. No, this is what you're doing for the next 10 minutes. Looking at yourself. And I would sometimes sit with a pen and paper and write down all the things that I don't like and all the things that I like, what I want to change and how I'm going to change it in the next video. And this is why I have progressed so much. I will tell you one of the things that I want to correct now. That I use too much the word and it's actually a filler word for me to use and too much. I don't have to use it, just use a pause. Don't use it. I could have said and, don't use it. Just use a pause. Don't use it. You don't need the word and some connective words. Don't overuse them. Feedback will cure 95% of your problems. And 95% of people, again, like energy, they don't put in the effort to study themselves. You can't just only do practice, you need the feedback. And correct words. To be eloquent, what do you need? You need to sound well, to be energetic, to be charismatic, authentic, to present yourself in a good way, to know how to sell to people your ideas, and also use the correct words. Expand your vocabulary. I know that a lot of you, all of you, have enough vocabulary already. You don't use it. You use a very small surface lexicon of words. You need to use a lot of words and the correct words. The best example I can give you is with science. Listen to some scientific show. The two scientists, they always use the correct terms. They can't just say there is some vibration. What vibration? Caused by what? Measured by what scientific instrument? They can't just say there is some energy here in this volume of space. What energy? Thermal energy, chemical energy, residual energy in the caused by the quarks, by the strong nuclear force in the atoms. What energy? Electromagnetic, magnetic. You get the point. There are various kinds of energy. They always specify with the correct term. And even when they make mistakes, sometimes the other one will laugh and the one that made the mistake will also laugh, because that's not natural for them. You must explain as a scientist with the correct terms absolutely every single time. And you should take speaking as a scientist using the correct words and following all the previous several steps. There are, of course, many other steps, but these ones, just from the top of my head, I wrote them down here on a notebook. They will guarantee that you stand out from a lot of people on social media. Trust me when I say that, because nobody does it. How many people you know who actively try to better their speaking on camera? Not many. That's why you will be this person who improves your speaking. And additionally, I do Zoom calls. One-to-one consultation. Text me Prosperity Wolf. You can leave a comment here on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Prosperity Wolf, lowercase letters, as you see it here. Text me, I'll give you the info, and let's go. I'll teach you one-to-one how to speak well like a pro. Let's go.